What up, fish people? Kenny E and I got Lord Skipper here with me tonight.
October's over.
Ed's been having a pretty hectic week. I don't know if he'll join us this evening. I know he's been having issues with his internet and a bunch of other things. So if he doesn't make it, don't hold it against him. He's having a hectic day. Anyway, I want to welcome everybody to the chat. We'll say our hellos. Miss Carol Cox was first in this evening. Good to see you. Mystery Snail Guardians, Miss Annette. Always good to see you. Fish Fam Christmas in the house. You know what? That's funny. I put, what's up, Fishmas? Sky Dancer, always good to see you. Paul Sotero, what is up? Lady R, good to see you. And Lady R, I did not know you are only about an hour and 10 minutes from me. We are going to have to hook up soon. Craig Doniger, what is going on? Sky Dancer, how are you? PNW Aqua, Mr. Ryan, I hope you're well. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the Greater Portland Aquarium Society meeting. Good day, Mark Sturluson. Oh, this jumping like a motherfucker now.
Yeah.
Matt with Liquid Zoo, always good to see you. Miss Shanna, 503 Aquatics, good to see you. Hillbilly Aquatics, welcome. Fish Streams, welcome. Jimmy P, hello. Peplin Creek, welcome. Liquid Rock Aquatics, welcome. All right. I hope I didn't miss anybody. It was bouncing on me pretty good there. If I did, hello. So, Skipper, how's your week been, man?
Actually, it's been good. A little busy, but
Maria Z. Hi, Kenny and Skipper. Ed will be there when I'm done with him.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Here he is now. Now, explain that one to us, Ed.
I don't know, but I'm going to guess the water clarity wasn't strong enough.
Oh, no. Right before you popped in, we get a message from Maria Z. She goes, Ed will be there when I'm done with him.
Oh. Well, I was trying to, I couldn't get my computer to work. It was taking for like 20 minutes, but it finally went on. But I connected to her thing so I could try to get the Bluetooth to work on my phone, but I never did.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was trying to get other solutions that didn't work, but I'm here.
Lonnie, a.k.a. Looney Tunes, how are you, sir? Good to see you as always. And Ed, I know you're pumped this week. You are definitely a Vikings fan this week. I know you are.
Yeah, why?
Well, we play the Buffalo Bills tomorrow. That's why.
Oh, tomorrow?
Or Sunday, excuse me. Well, you got to understand, Ed, I'm still adjusting. You know, I'm in this banker hours type job now where I'm off every weekend. So in my head, when I have the day off, I'm thinking it's Saturday.
You know, I'm hanging out with 3 80-year-olds all the time lately. And they question every single thing I say. And I wasn't trying to question you. I was just excited there might be a Saturday game.
No, it's Sunday.
Okay.
Scuba Steve, what is going on, brother? Good to see you. I mean, I figured you'd be A1 Viking fan because we beat them and you guys win. You have the first seed then, right?
I think so. That'd be awesome. Thank you, dude. And last week when you said that you were surprised we didn't go after Cook or somebody else, I wasn't thinking that you meant running back, and you're so right. We should have went after Dalvin Cook.
No, not running back. I was talking Brandon Cook out of Texas.
Oh, he's an old man.
He's still better than any receiver you got right now.
And he's $14 million.
He ain't that much money.
He's a whole mess of money.
Mm.
We only got $4 million under the cap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I still think my Chiefs have got a pretty good group. We had 464 yards of passing against Tennessee last week.
Yeah,
and that was with Tennessee having our playbook.
Yeah, with
Tennessee screwed up. Yeah, well, Tennessee screwed up by only mastering all the running plays against the Chiefs instead of the passing Chiefs ones.
Well, that coach of theirs was there for Spygate.
Yes, he was.
So he might have learned something from old Billy Boy.
Well, this is the second time he's done that against the Chiefs. Last time he did beat the Chiefs with the playbook by hiring a guy off our squad, our practice squad the week before. And I bet you New England did it often against top teams.
Look who just came in. We got Bunny Viper coming in. We got Ricky Dana. How's that going down the street, Ricky?
He's been busy.
Sounds like he's working a lot, man.
Yup. Ricky's awesome.
But
go
ahead.
Sorry. Guess what I got today?
What'd you get?
I got my flat rate boxes.
Nice.
Lefty ordered them for me last week. And I don't know where they came in from because they didn't have them at my post office.
And it says flat rate right on it, doesn't it?
Says flat rate on it. And when I bring them into my post office, I bet they're going to argue with me. But I'm not going to take it because it's federal. They have to accept it.
Absolutely. It's a national program. So they apparently are a little behind the times in Chattanooga or something.
Yeah. Well, all of our old ladies retired. And so we got all new kids working the front office, which I kind of like because the old ladies would give me a headache. But this was the first time that the kids were kind of dumb.
There's Miss Ginger and Miss Sarah Siebler in the house. What's going on, ladies?
Now I got to tear open all those boxes.
Oh man, Ed.
But I am sorry for being late. Hopefully I can find a cheap computer during Blacklight Friday.
It's
Black.
It's just
What
Black
is it?
Friday. Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Black Friday.
On Black Friday.
I love it.
It didn't sound right when I started to say it.
It actually would make more sense.
So Ed, I did get some. I went down to that swap meet last week, and I did get another guppy line. It's called Red Snakeskin.
Okay.
They got bright red tails, and they got that snakeskin body to them. Really, really cool looking fish. It's almost like a platinum silver on the side.
Yeah. Are they Doug Gray's line?
You know, I have no idea. All I saw was gorgeous red tails and that snakeskin body. I was sold. I was done.
He was working on a line of those, and they looked amazing.
Yeah.
And
Danny goes,
awesome.
I can't believe you picked these up. She goes, you're 2 for 2 on the 2 lines you picked out.
Oh, that's good.
So because I got the other Japanese gold, what are they, blue gold double swords or something they're called?
Just stay away from the ribbon fish.
Yeah, because they don't know how to reproduce because their things get in the way, right?
Well, you got to circumcise them.
And does that even work? Has anybody ever proven that? I think it's just so many of the males don't have thread fins or ribbon fins, so you can breed those.
Now, Peplin. You see what he's saying, Ed?
What's he saying?
He's saying, oh, Kenny's ditching cichlids now and becoming a full-fledged guppy guy?
I hope so.
I will admit that the trip across the country did get in my head a little bit. I had too many guppy people that influenced me on that fish fan tour.
They're just so much nicer.
Holy cow, there's Dr. Awesome. He's in bed at 7:30 p.m. your time.
He is awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys...
Dr. Anthony, did you ever find a home? I asked you last stream and you never answered me.
Oh, you're getting there, Ed.
I am.
That is gorgeous, Ed.
Thanks.
Ryan says, Kenny, the guppy plant guy. I wouldn't even come close to being a plant guy. I had lots of plants for sale, but that was none of my doing at the auction or at the thing this past weekend.
Well, you know what? I want to thank both of you guys. Take a moment because today's Veterans Day, and I wouldn't be able to do things like this if it wasn't for guys like you two that gave up a big chunk of your life to be slaves to the military for 3 or 4 years.
I appreciate that, Ed.
I shouldn't have said slaves. That wasn't right.
You're welcome.
Well, it's kind of true, Ed.
They own you.
It is actually.
For what they
But-
were paying us, it was just a little bit above slavery.
Listen, if I knew what an inmate was getting paid, then I'd have felt like one. I'm just saying.
But you know what? If I had to do it over again, absolutely 100% would do it. Those were some of the best years of my life.
That's awesome. I know my nephew, he's loving it today. He's been on the border for 2 years now, protecting our border. Well, one little spot of the border. And he absolutely loves it. He's going to join the border guard as soon as he gets out.
And with Ed bringing that up, we should take the time, because I keep forgetting. Yet, to all the devil dogs, I'm going to say happy birthday yesterday. Y'all that are out there. Semper Fi. And then let me say thanks to all the vets that are out there that are watching this, and I may know somebody. We appreciate you. You signed that unforeseen check that could have been as much as your life to become part of one of the armed services, and for that the country is grateful. And like I said, you guys deserve the recognition today. And thank you for bringing it up, Ed, because I would have completely spaced doing that.
And I'm going to say thank you also, but I thought it was Jarheads, not Devil Dogs.
Devil dogs, baby. Jarheads are you other servicemen that want to call us a jarhead. Because our heads always look like a jar because we were so ripped, baby.
No, it was the ego, I thought. One thing I will say is thank you to the other vets that have served. But when it comes down to it, each branch will mess with each other, but we always got each other's back.
Well, I was just going to say, it's like brothers and sisters. They fight like dogs at home, but somebody outside the home tries to mess with one of them, you better look out.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
So there's Long Family Show. Welcome. First Class Fish. Welcome. And then we got Melvin from X Genetics Radio, Legacy Radio. What is up, brother? Good to see you. And then I found this amazing deal this past week, and I ended up getting a breeding group of my leopard frogs. And I've been looking for the right person for a while. And I mean, these fish are amazing. I mean, they're not quite as great as the one I have, but mine's also a like 2.5-year-old, 3-year-old fish. So it's got all of its colors, you know. But I've got two in here I think are going to get pretty close to those colors. So I'm hoping one of those ends up being a female, and maybe I can get some beautiful leopard frogs, which would make me really, really happy.
Now, out of your friends that live near you, because you've got Ryan and Atkins and Shanna, who would you trust to breed those for you if you just like ran out of the space?
Breeding wise?
Yeah, who would you say, would you guys breed this for me?
Wow, you put me on the spot there, Ed.
Yeah,
I know.
As far as breeding, I hate to say it, but I would probably go. It's a new guy. If y'all been watching my channel, I shared his channel, but there is a channel that is out there now. There's a good friend of mine. He isn't really trying to promote himself yet, but it's the gentleman I got all my Ultims from, my Zebra Cara from, all of that. If I couldn't get a fish breeding, I would definitely hand it off to him, because I know he's almost like George Aquaballs. Anything he touches, he breeds. No offense to Ian. I think Ian would be my next choice. But as far as trusting with actually going to get the job done, I would probably go to John, because he's a dear friend and he's always helped me with other struggles I've had. So he would be my go-to guy out here.
And he's not a Raiders fan.
Nope, he's not.
So that's a plus.
Now, if I had a plant issue, I'd go to Ryan or Ian. Either one of those two are awesome. Then Shanna, she's more into like killifish and that kind of stuff. And she's more into the nano. So, I mean, she's more of my aquascape. You know, if I want to get some ideas on what I should do with the tank, she's the one I go to for that. But
I was hoping you were going to say now Shanna would be the one I'd call to clean my tanks.
yeah, right.
Well, she's taken care of your tanks before.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to ask me who I trusted. Well, y'all knew the answer because she was here. But I will say Ian was there for me as well. It just made more sense. Shana had her car, and she was actually going to live here the whole time. So she basically stayed at my place for the whole time I was at the Triple Crown.
Have you ever had Ryan in your house unattended?
Ryan, I would trust him in my house, absolutely.
Even though he's a Raiders fan.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Ryan, I would not at all. Actually, there's not too many people in the club I wouldn't trust. I mean, most of the people that I'm tight knit with out here are good people. I would hand them the keys to any one of my things and wouldn't worry about what they did with them.
I don't know if Ryan's here because I've been trying to give him the business the whole time. He's praying.
Oh, he's here. He's
Oh,
here.
good.
Yeah, he's here.
I'm surprised we haven't heard any Chief Sox or any of that yet. But Mike's Aquatics and Things. Haven't seen you in a while, brother. Hope you're good. There's Miss Sunset Jen. I think I said something to you, Jen, but if not, good day, sister. I am
Jen.
so excited. She's one of the people that I'll be going to see while in Australia.
Ooh.
So I'm actually looking forward to all the Australians being able to get down there and finally meet them all. Not to mention the amazing country that I'll be visiting. I just hope one of them knows where there's a batch of those. I would love to go and just be able to go collect and catch wild rainbows. How awesome would that be, Ed?
Yeah, except can you keep them?
No, I can't keep them, but I can at least say I went down and I can take pictures of me netting them, and I'm netting Australian rainbow. I mean, YouTube, it's like catching them, right?
Yeah.
True. You do a short, then you got them at your house.
That's right.
And you could put them in a condom and then swallow them and see what happens.
That's just wrong.
I know.
And Ed, I am exactly 14 away now, and you're like
Wow.
20. You're like 20, aren't you? You're right there, ain't you?
I don't know.
So, guys, help me and Ed both get to 3K. Share this out. Share it out to anybody you know. If you're not sure if you're subscribed to Daniken Aquatics or Chattanooga Ed, do that real quick because we're both closing in on our 3K mark. Now, what's in it for you? Every time I hit a 1,000 mark, I do a lot of giveaways. And this time, I've had some friends like Maria Z, and I've had Diego with Petzotics, and a few other folks are donating some stuff to the. Yes, there he is. He's right there with me. So less than 20 for me and Ed. Ed needs 11, and I haven't done an updated look at. I will see if I'm still. It was 2:00 when I checked it, and I haven't dropped a short yet today either. But
Yeah.
I'm still there. I haven't moved. I'm at 29.86.
So I caught you for 2 minutes. You won't last, I'm sure.
Well, you and me came out about the same time.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense that you're right here with me. I mean, I think you and I were. When did you come in?
I don't.
I think mine was like January of 19 or something. But
You asked a question and somebody answered it. Did you see it?
what did he say?
Not moving for 5 years.
Oh, you're just a tease, Dr. Anthony. Just a tease.
Too many problems at the research center. He needs the money.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I came in at 2013, August 20th.
But you didn't start YouTubing until we were all doing those. Yeah, that don't count, Ed. You weren't YouTubing.
I know.
You might have. I think you were. I want to say you were like a month before or a month after me. You were right there.
Yeah, you can see I had some little bitty things for a while there. But all that was just because I made a channel years ago.
Right.
Mm.
And that was because I thought this was a dating website. Ha! I thought this was Match.com because they kept saying, you got to join Match.com. And I was like, I don't. And then I couldn't remember what it was called. And I found YouTube and I was like, maybe that's it. So that's how I made my YouTube account. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So we got
My brother got married off of Match.com.
And
March
what's
still.
what's Queen Arabesque?
Queen Erebus
I know
what?
it's a Pleco, but is it like a special one or?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Let's see what it looks like. Queen Erebus Pleco. Oh, wow. That's really pretty.
Oh my. Okay, that's
A real-
awesome.
Real tight lines.
Look, I think the eyes are trippy too. They're like look almost blue.
Dr. Anthony has some, and he has. He said he found babies.
Nice.
It's the L260. It's a high pan. Okay.
Yep. There's
Wasn't
So
sure
high
what-
PN, that'd be similar to like the leopard frogs and the ones like I have, the L236s. They're
Yep.
all they need more meat than plant.
Boy, this guy could almost be one of them.
You got a lot of lines to draw.
Yeah, I think a snow or a gold nugget will be easier.
Now you knew if Alishon was here, he was going to know that guy knows the common names. He knows the name or the L numbers by heart. I think the guy just is like a walking encyclopedia. Troy Claudine, welcome.
Oh wow, Jimmy P met his girl on MySpace in 2008. MySpace.
God, I forgot about
Facebook.
MySpace.
Oh, I have a MySpace page. My MySpace page was really neat because you would go to it and I got it so it would play Rob Zombie when you went on there.
Nice.
I really thought that was a neato website because I could actually figure it out back in the day.
And then Facebook happened, and I think they bought them out later on.
I actually think they're still there. But I mean, they might be owned by Facebook, but I think MySpace is still there because I was talking about, or I heard somebody talking about it, and they were saying that people are finding a new application for it or use of it. Yeah, it's like musical now, I guess.
It is.
I just was sitting here. I got something called what the hell is this bar called? Cortana button just all of a sudden appears on my computer. I didn't ask for it, and it's messing with my Google now. So I got to figure out how to get this thing going. I don't even know where it came from. Just popped up.
Yeah. Did you do an update on your computer?
We shut it off. I wonder if we don't have a set for auto updates though. I don't like that when they just gangster think they're just going to put stuff on my screen where they want it.
Yeah. I hate when that happens.
So
Yeah.
guess who I play this week?
Who do you got?
This guy right here.
I
I
know
had
when
to-
the
I had to adjust my roster a little bit bad.
well, my Devil Dog team is starting to get traction finally.
Uh-oh,
I've
this
got it.
might be their best week.
Yeah, I've got another. Then I've got. I think I got the Karis or something this week. I don't remember whose team that is now. Do you guys remember who that is?
The Akaras?
Villacaras or something's the name of that team.
I'm trying to find. Oh, the Valerie. That's
Yeah.
you're playing Shy this week,
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
and she's 7-2. She's second best team in the league.
Oh, I might have to.
Shy is destroying it. Wow.
I'm gonna mess with her right now.
You're beating me already.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I got-
had a couple guys go Thursday night. Let's see who Shy has to this week. Oh, she has one of her running back spots open. She hasn't made up a decision what she's going to do. So that'll be interesting. Yep. And then let's see in this other league who Kenny's playing. I'm supposed to lose in this game. to the Mighty Minions. I don't know who that is.
That's Scotty.
Oh, Scotty, okay. And he has a little shrimp on his picture. I should have guessed that. But he's beating me. Well, right now I'm beating him 3-0. And Danikin is playing Finley's Packers. Oh, my gosh. He's having a bad year this year. He must have picked a lot of cheeseheads. And let's see.
Danikin's not doing much better in that league. I think I'm only got 3 wins in that league.
Skipper's 500 in that league, and he is playing Surf City. And he's picked to beat Surf City by 2 points. Way to go, Skipper.
I just fixed that.
Oh, nice. On live camera. That's pretty cool.
Who is winning the West League?
Larry's Photos or whatever. It's Larry, the Buffalo fan.
Let's see who's winning the other side.
Other side was, I was just looking
Oh,
at it.
Mob Guppy.
Peter?
Mr. Mob, or the Menaced Mob. So, yeah, Peter.
Yeah, and he wasn't even there to pick his stinking players neither.
Or wait, no, it's not. We have 2 different mobs in this town. It's June's son. Only Oscar's son
Oh.
is number 1. Alien World is number 2. And where's the Seahorse? The Lucky Seahorse is number 3.
They're having a good year.
And they're playing each other. Ooh, I wonder who's going to win, Paige or Scott, and if they're going to be able to eat dinner on Sunday together.
They're all talking about how they met their significant others. So
Yeah,
Jenna says she snatched Stephen right out of high school. Zen said she actually knew her husband as a kid.
Is that when she was working in the high school?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Oink Master, what's going on, Oinky?
She was one of his first biology students.
Oh my God.
Jenna, I truly apologize for Ed's behavior. Oh my God. Ed.
So after this show, I've got to pack all my stuff for this weekend. We're leaving tomorrow morning to the lodge, and it's going to be kind of fun. My niece is getting married up on top of a mountain somewhere, and they've got like the state runs it's a state park, but they've got a lodge with cabins and lodge rooms and a restaurant and stuff, and we're going to like fill the place up, 150 of us for this wedding. It's going to be pretty neat.
And she wanted you to know, Jenna P. said, I never worked at a high school. Most of my 5th graders are already taller.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, I do get a kick out because she's so tiny, and then you got Stephen, who's so tall.
Yeah, but I wonder when they met, maybe he wasn't that tall.
Well, when they were in high school, he probably was still taller than her.
Yeah, I would bet Stephen was probably 6+ until he was a sophomore. He probably grew like 6 inches between sophomore and senior year, man.
I was a big disappointment. I didn't grow any taller after my freshman year.
I was a tiny little dude up until I grew all my size between my freshman and junior years. 6 inches, 6 to 7 inches between those years.
Paul says, Ed, will I be streaming from the lodge? No, but I will be eating from the lodge and playing games with my family and doing stuff like that. I'm bringing the cornhole game from that they use at Aquashella.
You know, I completely spaced it. We're doing our stream, and I forgot it was Friday. I forgot about the that other thing we all do together. Did you all do that today? The other
Yeah,
stream?
for a little bit. I was
Yes,
late.
that's how I was trying to figure out how to get my computer to work.
I went to
And-
my buddy's distillery, and he was giving half off drinks to the veterans.
Oh, nice.
And Doc Ant asked where his guppies are. Man, it must suck to get older when you forget where you put your guppies. I'm going to try. Now, can you send fish in that flat rate also, or is it best
Yes,
to do overnight?
but well, in California you'd probably be okay, but like right now in Oregon, it's getting down in the 30. I mean, after Skip's auction tomorrow night, I don't think I'll be shutting her down until spring.
Oh gosh, I gotta hurry up because I want to send some to Jimmy P and some to Dr. Anthony, and hopefully,
You got heat packs?
nope. I'm like super paranoid because I'm gonna do the trick that Dr. Anthony told me to do because I don't have the heat sealer or anything. I'm just gonna put them in water bottles and ship them, like he said that's how they do in South America.
Right. Just make sure to go see Rob because I'm sure he's got some. I would put a heat pack in each of them.
He doesn't. I know he
man.
doesn't. Because I got some before and he didn't have the right type.
Well, I think you're going to be fine when the further out west they go. But I know a trick that another friend of mine that ships fish quite often, if he knows it's only Chile where he's shipping from, but it's going to be decent when he gets, is he'll take a hot water out of his tap, put it in one of those same bottles you're going to be shipping the fish in, as hot as you can make it, stick that in there, and that will suffice as a little bit of a heat source to at least get them through the colder part where you're at. And I would bet by the time they get to Cali, it should be fine.
I've
Can
seen
you-
people use hot hands too.
Where are these? Well, they only last 24 hours or not even that, like 3 hours.
Yeah.
I froze some fish going to, well, they sent the fish to Matt from Iowa. And it was like 80 degrees here, but at his house it was freezing. They left it on his porch, and the poor guy was frozen, and that's why I haven't wanted to send another fish since.
Yeah. If you're going to do it, if you got heat packs, there's no worries, Ed. You just put a couple of heat packs, you're good.
Well, let's see. Do they sell these heat packs on Amazon?
They should. They're
They do.
Una. Hold on. I'll go grab one so you can see the name on them.
Well, he just broke his computer.
Amazon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start getting stuff for shipping because I am going to end up with a bunch of fry from these Barbados. Keep laying eggs.
That's great, man.
It is. I just hate to leave them in there. So, speaking of, I need to check some eggs up there.
I haven't ever moved the chat, and I saw Dr. Anthony had said, Ed, where's my guppies? I'm like, how many times is he going to say that? And then I realized I haven't. I stopped the chat when he said that.
I might have to take a road trip to your house and get some females off of you.
Oh, for what?
For them ones I got off of you at the clash.
The Japanese blue tails? The girls die, or?
No. The other males.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you'd actually want those. I'm sorry.
I didn't know neither until I saw them.
Well, I mean, they're a beautiful fish. I should have just thrown 2 in there.
Them swordtail ones are nice. And
Yeah. Oh, the swordtails, yeah. Well, that's what I'm sending Dr. Anthony and Jimmy P.
Man, I tell you, dude, my big ass feet. I went to go grab this for you, and I caught the cord. So this monitor, everything flew. I knocked this whole stand over. I'm surprised I didn't break the monitor.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm glad you didn't.
those are what I use, the Uniheats.
Uniheat.
And make sure you get the 72-hour. I think you can actually get them in 96-hour now too, but these are the ones I use, and I always have good luck with them. The only problem with these is
Holy cow. $130 for a pack?
how many? are in there?
45?
There's better deals than that out there.
Well, this isn't too bad. Here's 10 of them for $28.99. So that's only like $3 a piece. Oh, here's one, a 10 pack for 25. Here's one giant jumbo one for $17.79. That must be a huge one. Well, this is pretty fun. I'm gonna order some, and then I'll even feel more like a real live fish.
But what I would say, what I always do, Ed, is when I'm getting ready to start bagging fish to ship, I'll break this thing open and I'll let it sit there wrapped. That way you can give it a quick check before you
wrap it with a paper towel.
Either a paper towel or anything like that. And then, like I said, right before you put it in there, and then I tape it to the lid, inside of the lid. So when you sit it down, it's sitting on top of most of the fish. But that's the way you can guarantee, because sometimes these will screw up on you, and you'll have one that's not feeling warm. If it's not feeling warm by the time you're done doing all that, then get a different one. Because occasionally, I don't know what it is about them, but these are known to occasionally kick when it doesn't heat up. So,
Dr. Anthony just said, make sure you put oxygen in there so that way it can, they need oxygen to heat. Do you leave oxygen holes in yours?
I use styrofoam cooler. But yeah, it's got oxygen.
There's Stephen P. right there.
What else, Stephen?
Today I put out a short with Stephen P. and me and my friend Robert, and it got 11 views.
Nice.
Not really. I thought it was really cool. It was one that I did like years ago or 2 years ago, and I finally decided to re-release it, and nobody likes it anymore. Oh, it's got 27 views now. See, look, there's Steven. And Nico's looking right at him, and Nico has only 15 views. But then my shark video has 3,800 from today. So there you go. Sharks were the winner. By far, the others laid eggs.
I posted a short today of a 1,000-gallon tank. It's a plywood tank that at the distillery he made. It's wow. He got tiger shovel nose, Oscars, and arowana, and plecos and stingrays in it.
That's awesome.
It's a pretty neat tank.
I'm going to have to check that out.
I'm sorry to hear that, Holly.
I missed something.
She was saying that she went on her first date after a year, and she had to call 911 because the guy took off in the woods because she told him it wasn't going to really work out. He took off in the woods. So.
What
I
a
left the mare. Screw that little.
Yeah, she's had a rough couple of years, man. I mean, she don't need that stress.
Wow. Yeah. If you're on a date with a guy and he gets upset and runs off into the woods, just consider yourself better off that he ran into the woods. Unless he took the keys. Oh, it'd be a drag, though, if he was driving.
Oh, Dr. Anthony says he is distilling some brandy this weekend.
Yeah, I just saw it. It's nice.
Well, if it was anything like the stuff down there, the little slight sip I took of that peppery stuff, I don't think I could have handled hard saying what you're brewing up down there, Dr. Anthony.
Did you drink any of Dr. Anthony's?
I did. I was forced to have just a little bit. I didn't want to drink too much because I knew I had to drive, but it had a real, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like pepper taste.
Yeah. did. It was actually made with that. It's I forget the name of it. I mean, it
What
was
up?
good, but it
There-
bit.
What's going on, Mad Cat? Good to see you.
Did I tell you I was in a wreck today?
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah, you texted me. It's about the guy backed in with his pickup and put the trailer hitch through your parents' grill. That one.
Yeah. Well, it's through the side of their front. Because, I drive my mom and dad everywhere. Well, my Aunt Joyce is now here with us too. And so I took them out for Mexican. And then Mom said, oh, can we stop at Walgreens? Because there's some medicine they got of mine. And then Dad said, well, how long are you completely out? And she said she's been out for 2 weeks. So it's like, yeah, we better get it. So Dad ran in to get it, and that's when the guy backed into me. So that wasn't any fun.
HMZ83, long time no see. What is up? I think that's Melvin again, but I could be mistaken.
That's cool. But yeah, when's the last time you were in a wreck? Either one of you.
I hit a deer,
Oh,
and it totaled my car.
I think the last mishap I had was at a car lot. I was trying to park a big, like almost 40-foot RV, and I turned the wheel like this and didn't realize that back would go as far as I swing the front, and I took out a whole row of cars. Just dominoed them, man. My boss and I both saw it. We both laughed our butts off at the time because we're like, how would you even think that could happen? Just barely moving it out. Boom, 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 boom. It did pretty good damage to everything.
well, that's a bummer.
I got people bugging me.
Uh-oh.
Who's bugging you?
They want to know what's in the auction tomorrow.
Oh, you want to tell us about the auction?
Well, it's tomorrow 7 Eastern. That would be 4 p.m. Western times when it starts. Actually, there's guppy, shrimp, cichlids, some art, Corydoras, plants, a Gadaeid again.
Is it a Vinays?
Now,
Guppy?
the picture that you guys showed at the beginning of the video that Jason made, was that a pup fish? Yeah, that looked like a pup fish almost.
That was a puffer fish. That was art.
Oh, okay.
Pupfish are pretty cool.
Yeah, you can't get them though. Is the problem? I mean,
No.
they're on the no list. You're not allowed to.
All types of pupfish?
I think so.
That's a bummer.
I'm not sure if I ever seen a pup fish.
They're native to the United States.
I've researched those super rare blue ones. They're the most
cool.
rare fish in the world.
Oh,
And then there's also yellow pupfish that are basically the exact same fish, except they live in a stream outside in the desert. Are they all desert fish?
It's a desert or desert mountain terrain. I think it's high deserts, right?
I don't
dude, that's
know.
a cool fish.
Yeah, they're really neat.
If Kenny from ABC was there, I mean, I think that's like his holy grail fish.
Yeah, I bet. Well, in Gudaids, I've got a Gudaid that's really cool from Skull, and I don't know what it is because it's actually lefties. Somehow, okay, I don't know. Have I told you guys this story?
I don't think so.
Carrie Science Gal forgot to bring fish to the fish show in the Clash. And so, but she had her scape. So she got 20 yellow female guppies from Rico because all he had was a Brazilian female guppies. And so she put them in there. And Lefty brought these Gudaids that he had gotten from Skull. Well, somehow one of the Gudaids, it's a big boy, got in her pile of guppies, and then I had to take it to my house to take to Chicago. because she couldn't fly with all these guppies. And man, there's about 5 guppies left. That Goodaid's been eating them all. So, but I asked Skull what it was, and maybe I'll try to see if he'll sell me a couple more and I can breed them, or I'll try to look for some more because, I mean, he's a big, healthy boy.
Crown Tail Half Moon, welcome. Alishon, I forgot to say hello when you were in earlier, and Thunder Aquatics, welcome.
Hello.
Hiya. But yeah, so that's that story. So now I have one Goodaid that I don't know what it is, and I need to check to see if Skull said what it was.
Bunny Viper, what you want to do next time is do a medium flat rate box, and that would have costed you just under $17.
Oh man.
And then the second thing is I never put live fish on my boxes. I have too many friends that have worked for UPS, FedEx, and the post office all told me that if an employee's having a bad day, they take it out on those boxes.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I just experienced that this past week or two. No, it's been like this past week. Anyways, I got a box of fish from Misfit, Brennan, and one of the fish was a leopard bushfish. And I come home from work and I'm looking at my porch and the box is wet. And I'm thinking they were a little aggressive with the box.
Oh, yeah.
That made the fish hit its, its dorsal fin has spikes when it flares. And I think I may have popped it or they did it somehow. And I'm going to tell you, scared the living daylights out of me, but that fish is still living.
Unfortunately, I think that's what happened with the one of the bags of plecos for Fishtoberfest. Is I think those guys got aggressive with them because, like I said, if they think they're got something in there they can mess with, they'll do it. And I know it's a jerky thing, but unfortunately, just like fish, a lot of humans can be jerks too. And
yeah,
Dr. Anthony said that he got a convict with his bag of goodies he bought. How in the world do you get a convict? It must have escaped.
You saying they got a convict?
Convict sickless. That's crazy.
I know.
Imagine that.
Was
I like Liquid Rock's idea. That's a good one.
Oh, that's
it makes me want to ship a grenade and label it fish.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, that's horrible, but it's
They
true.
probably won't let you ship a grenade because they won't even let you ship batteries anymore.
And they're kind of, if you have any type of batteries in your luggage, you got to have it in your carry-on.
If people are asking that, you can't hear mine. I've got mine in a styrofoam box. So, and I pack that real tight wherever there's not fish in between Bunny Viper. I pack with some kind of either paper or bubble wrap so it keeps them nice and tight in there. And I've never had a problem. And when they ask me what I'm shipping, I always tell them I'm shipping live plants. That way I don't have to hear anything, man.
Liquid Zoo says you can ship batteries, just have to go to ground. I don't know what that means.
He made a joke. He's making jokes, Ed. You get it?
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
He's actually kind of true about that.
You can ship batteries. You just have to go ground.
Ground shipping only.
I was thinking he was being, you got to ground him. Ground.
Oh, yeah. No, he's being
serious. Well, with Matt, you can understand why I immediately think because he's always got jokes.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, yeah. So,
speaking of which, he comes right back in. He packs his box tight. You heard it here.
he had a serious answer, and then now a funny one because you're talking crap. So, did you answer Bunny Viper?
Which was?
About, they always ask if there's liquid in it, which...
Yeah, I told her I ship plants. I was telling them I ship plants.
Tell them.
That's what I tell them.
You're shipping planes. Oh, okay.
Yep. Because, okay, there's nothing that says you can't do what we do. But if you got some, I'm not going to bring up names, but there's organizations out there frown upon the mistreatment of animals. And if there's one of those peoples happens to be in that post office,
Like a
or
stupid one
happens to
like
be
PETA?
I wasn't going to say the word, but yeah, that.
They're
They
more.
would flip out over the idea of a fish being in a box for up to 3 days. They would freak out.
I think they should make it legal to punch a PETA person in the face.
Oh my God, Ed, did you have to go there?
I've heard some terrible things that they do in the pursuit of making animals happier by killing them even.
Oh God.
They're stupid.
Well, this just went sideways.
I'm sorry for all the PETA people here, but the PETA people are the same morons that are trying to do the Lindsay Act.
And Peplin just told you the answer too with the shipping, guys. If as long as you're double bagged, you are in compliance. That's the other thing. I don't know if somebody told you, Ed. You do want a double bag.
I don't know what you mean.
You bag your fish once and then you rebag them again.
Yeah, I was going to do that, except I'm going to just bottle them. See how that goes.
So that's not bottled liquid. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. They're going to look at Ed's package. It's got all these little bottles and liquid, and we're like, what in the earth is this?
I'm going to tell them that Dr. Anthony told me to do it. And Dr. Anthony knows.
Well, that's cool, Brendan. Glad you had a good time with the dudes.
Wow. Basically, Oink Master says that she Kenny, it's okay to say I am pissed. They basically broke down and they just got home after 9 hours. It started today at 12:30. Took them that long to get a tow truck.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Nationwide Road Assistance. Reassignment by Nationwide Road Assistance.
Nation.
Wow.
Really...
Nationwide's not on your side.
No, not at all. That damn football player, guess it. Peyton Manning. He lied.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, Jenna. I probably don't think they're hanging around a fish keeper stream. That's for sure.
Unless they're trolling.
Who's that?
Your best buddies from PETA.
Your buddies you were bashing a little bit ago.
Oh.
Now
I welcome them to.
I will say that
they have to sub to talk, right?
Some of those groups that are out there do look out for the animals. I mean, and I understand it because there are jerks out there, the puppy mills and all the other stuff. There's people out there that do abuse them. That it's good to have some groups that are somewhat looking out for them. But I just think some of the groups just go a little overboard with their thinking.
Yeah.
If they truly came into a fish keeper's house and seen the care that most fish keepers are giving their fish, they would. Matter of fact, I go as far as to say the only reason that some fish species are still alive is because of fish keepers.
Yeah.
Because of the CARES program. If we weren't in existence, those fish would be gone off the face of the planet. And it ain't because fish keepers went and gathered them all. It's because humans are horrible on the environment. And you got streams being wiped out. These species are being wiped out. So, matter of fact, the D6s I was keeping, I was probably one guy in America with them. And John tells me they can't even get them anymore because the stream that the D6s are pulled from was wiped out by pesticide and all kinds of chemicals that the farmers were using down there and destroyed the entire stream that these D6s were caught in, which is sad because it's a beautiful fish. And I'm hoping somebody in America still has them. Mine aged out. I mean, mine were 3.5 years old, 4 years old. I mean, I couldn't have bred them at the end anyway, but I hope somebody has them still in America.
That's like that good dad that Greg Jones gave away on Dan's Fish Wednesday night. The basin that they were in, they made the bottom of it concrete. So in order for them to do that, they had to drain it, right? So they pretty much either moved, I don't know, wherever they pumped the water to do this, but the fish went right with that water. And then they just refilled it. It's crazy.
Well, we started a war in the chat over this. Thanks, Ed.
If you want to call PETA and give them your opinion, there's their phone number.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh Lord.
I don't want to ruin your hat, Doc Anthony.
Oh, very young in my being introduced to Ed. One of my favorite Ed moments is, I don't remember whose stream you were on. Maybe it was one of our late night chats. But I look up at Ed and he's wearing that. He's got a T-shirt that says PETA on it. It ain't quite the PETA we're all thinking. But you still have that shirt, Ed?
Oh, yeah. People that eat tasty animals. And, you know, I have gone through PetSmart and Lowe's, and old ladies at both times have stopped me to thank me for being in PETA because they used to be in it.
So I take it they didn't read the fine print.
No, that's the club T-shirt.
Yeah. Well, in the back of it says how much I love eating cats. And that was why I really bought it, because I thought it'd be funny because everybody knows how much I love cats. I would never eat you, Nico, unless I was really hungry. And you see, that doesn't even bother him when I tell him that.
Yeah, he'll get you tonight when you're sleeping.
I know, that's why he's sleeping right now. So he can aggravate me all night long if he wants.
It's funny, Sketty. Sketty Noni says her kids complain that she treats the pets better than them.
Well, I know my fish look better than I do, man.
Yeah.
I think I try to keep my cats are happier. I hope. I hope my cats are happy.
Alf.
Even though I don't know where baby cat is right now. I saw her walk by. I think she thinks it's weird that I talk to myself in this room.
PMW Aquasade. Imagine in Nico with some Arthur Bryant's.
I don't know what Arthur Bryant's is. Is that a chocolate? It sounds like chocolate.
Okay, somebody in chat, you got to translate because I don't even know what Arthur Bryant's are.
Or it's a professional artist.
I think it is some kind of fancy clothes.
Oh.
Hey, Skull.
That's one. Oh, there's Skull. We were just
I haven't
talking
seen
about
Skull.
him.
What's going on, Skull?
Oh, he replied to my message.
Yeah, that man's been really busy. He's had a bunch of stuff going on in his life. He's finally getting caught up on life, I guess you could say it.
Well, I'm sorry, Skull. I didn't mean to bug you. Oh, he's right at the top. Can you send me a picture? I can probably tell you. And I won't send you his phone number. But I can tell you he lives in the 620 area.
You know how many people in the cichlid hobby I've asked what they think these fish of mine that I got from the Triple Crown are, and nobody can tell me what they are.
Wow.
Is that the ones you got in the auction?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think they're a mutt?
I think they're a hybrid, but I don't know what they're crossed with. I mean, you look at them right now, they look awful dove-eye to me. They got a dove-eye head, but it could be a Cupressus or a eye biter too. But I don't know, man. I'm just gonna have to wait for them to grow out. But they're not getting much bigger. Is the problem? They're only staying about like this.
There's
So
Paul might know. He knows a lot about cichlids.
Paul was at the triple count. He didn't know what they were.
What? He was. I just didn't know he spent time to look at your fish.
I asked everybody about cichlids on those. Nobody knew what they were.
Everybody.
Chris Biggs didn't know.
That's weird. Maybe they're blinker eyes. Real blinker eyes. That just went right over Kenny's head.
I was looking at Oinkmaster. He says, I'm proud to say I'm a vegetarian. I eat the same thing my snails and plecos eat. Pass them veggies over to my aquatic boys and girls.
That's cool. I would be a vegetarian, but it would kill me. Literally. Because I can't have all that vitamin D in my diet. I love that I can say that now. And I wouldn't love to be a vegetarian. I'm sorry. That part was a lie.
Well, Lady Roche, you should just make a trip down here because I've already got some of those. You can come down and take as many as you like.
She lives in Oregon?
Is it Roche or Roshak?
I can never say it right, Ed. I think it's Roche. I think you're saying it correctly. But anyway, Lady R, as I like to call her, you can come down to the Daniken house and handpick whatever ones you want.
I was afraid I was saying it wrong all the time. But Rorschach is those black symbols. Like if I would put this up and say, what does this look like? What does this symbol look like to you? And then if you say sex, it means something. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and then the professor brings up another one that looks like a butterfly. He says, what does this look like?
That's the shrinks that do that.
Yeah, so I think that she's super smart.
Okay, so Bunny is giving us a translation. Rorschach.
But she's either really into comic books or into science, brain power.
We got to meet her. No, that was Lady Diane. Never mind.
Lady Diane's from Missouri.
Yeah.
And then at Triple Crown, we got to meet Carol Cox.
Yes.
And Barbara
Lady
Jackson.
Diane's very classy. She's always dressed very nice.
And wasn't why we always yelling at the Fishtoberfest?
No.
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 It's a problem when you do multiple events a year. Your brain starts. You've met so many people. You're trying to remember where you met who and where.
It all goes together.
Yeah.
I did 3 this year. I know you. I know. I can't do 3 like that again. I want to, but I don't know how that's going to pan out. But it's been an hour already.
I did 6 this year.
You got the Chargers this week, Ed?
What?
The Chiefs got the Chargers this week?
I'm so out of it with this wedding. I haven't even paid attention. My niece is actually getting married on Sunday at 4:00. The Chiefs play at 4:25, I think. Or no, maybe the Chiefs play at 1, but the Titans are playing at the same time, and we doubt that this place is going to have anything but Tennessee football.
Could you see Ed with an earbud in his phone listening to the game while she's getting married?
I'd just be watching my TV like this. Or my little phone. Go! Hey, man, but my whole family loves the Chiefs. It's not just me. So it's her fault.
Well, then later, or maybe I'll have to come pay you a visit. I'll just bring them because I go up to the north all the time to see Alex and my daughter and Jason. And So I'll bag up a bunch and bring them to you next time I'm heading that way. Which I've been debating. I'm even thinking of heading up this weekend, but I've got so much to do. I got garage tanks tomorrow morning. I've got to get those 3 125s done, and then I've got to go down and do the discus room. That's my goal tomorrow to get done before I go to bed.
The discus room. That's a cool sounding name.
So I don't really want to go. I mean, it's 3 hours each way to go up to Seattle. But Lady R would be on my way up there.
Oh,
So-
there's June.
What's going on, June?
Can you also visit June while you're on the road?
June's in California.
Oh, so you'd have to go south. I thought this whole time she lived in Oregon.
Well, Ed, you're guaranteed not to lose this week. He says that your Chiefs are on a bye, so it worked out perfect. The wedding could not. That's why she's getting married that day, because she is a Chiefs fan, and she made sure that she got married on a bye
Oh,
week.
you're so full of it.
Who said the Chiefs are on a bye?
Ryan.
He's
He is-
full of it.
He's just being, he's full of it because they were on a bye 2 weeks ago. Hi, Danny.
Is it?
Ed saying hi. He sees you.
She was answering that question. Is that why she said she's full of it?
She knew that the Chiefs aren't on a bye week because Danny's awesome.
They're all saying your football knowledge is superior. You knew that the Chiefs weren't on a bye week, so.
Yes. That was me. Miss Superior football knowledge.
Yeah. Who's your starting quarterback again?
I don't know since Cam Newton left.
Oh, look, George is here.
And Peplin's steering you in the right direction. He says your Chiefs play the Jags at noon.
That's right.
What's going on, George? RB3?
I've been seeing those pictures all week long now. I'm like signed up to about 10 different Chiefs YouTube things, and they've got Jaguars on all of them, and it's like, I don't really need to waste my time on hearing about pre-game on the Jaguars. Which sounds pretty terrible, I know. You should never take anybody for granted, but since I'm not actually playing, I can.
Sorry to hear that, Oink.
Oh no, what's up with Oink?
She was telling us why she became a vegetarian, so
Somebody didn't eat her dove, did they?
no.
Okay.
It was medical condition is why she had to become a vegetarian.
And it was medical conditions that made it so I couldn't eat some of the vegetarian stuff. Isn't that weird how the world works?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Couple of days, George. Yep. Greater Portland Aquarium Society meeting.
Now, is that north or south of you?
It's right here in my town. George will be coming up for it's about a 2-hour drive for George to get here.
Well, do you think Greater Portland's another city in Oregon? Ed,
No, I was for him to go if he has to drive north, south, east, or west.
Oh, we drive northeast. It's only like 15 minutes from here.
So
nice.
it's really close to the Washington border.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
What's going on there, Chewy? Good to see you, man. Thank you, thank you. He says,
Yep.
Happy Veterans Day to all Americans.
Thank
Oh,
you,
thank
Jerry.
you.
Now, Chewy, you guys celebrate something for your military people up there, don't you?
I don't know. Do they need a military? They've got us. I'm just giving you the business. I know they have a military. Oh, look, I just gave Nico
I do have a Discord channel, First Class, but I'll tell you, I don't think I've been on that in like a month. I've been having trouble getting this phone linked to it. I'm planning to get it straightened out, but yes, there is a Daniken Aquatics Discord, yes.
I didn't know that.
The Canadians have like the best snipers in the world. Did you know that? I think they hold the record for the longest sniper shots.
That's because they got to shoot fire everywhere in that. Everything's so spread out. They probably have to take long shots.
Well, yeah, but I think they join with us. Like when we're at military actions and they come and help us out, they take the far shots. But they have a 3-man team versus, like, we have a 2-man sniper team. They have a 3-man sniper team. They got it like down to a perfection. Don't get into a sniper fight with a Canadian or a hockey fight. Or maybe a luge race. I'm sure there's a lot of other things that they're great at. They have awesome poutine. I could go for some poutine right now.
Man, I didn't realize we are almost 15 minutes over already.
Holy
Is there anybody
cow.
behind us tonight? Did it feel like we've been on an hour and 15 minutes? Man, it just seems like we just got started tonight.
No, it doesn't. I got to work tomorrow, so I can't stay on too much longer.
Yeah, I got to get busy with some stuff around here too.
I have
So,
to
Ed,
pack.
you have to pack and get ready? Well, I guess we're going to probably start to wrap it up. I want to thank all of you for coming out and hanging with us tonight. May your football teams do well, and may your fish thrive. As always, love your fish. And I want to thank all the moderators and all my members and all the good people that help the channel continue to grow. And like I said, if you're not subscribed to this guy or this guy over here, be
Or
sure to
that
hit
guy.
their... Yeah. Ed and I are both almost at 3,000 subscribers. We both are looking forward to hitting that goal. And where are you at nowadays, Skip? You got to be getting...
I think I saw 632 today.
We should be getting you up to $1,000, I would hope.
We need to get him to 1,000 for Christmas.
Yes. We'll make that the goal.
That'd be
Fishmas,
crazy.
Christmas, Skipper to 1K.
I'll go sign up with on my mom and dad's account when we get done here.
All
Well, I
right.
appreciate y'all. You guys will... Danny and I will see you Sunday. Be sure to tune in to Skipper's live auction tomorrow. What's the time again, Skip?
7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
There will be some cool fish to be had. I will drop a little seed. If you've been trying to get started with the little Shelleys, I will have a Shelley starter pack tomorrow evening for y'all, which will consist of minimum 5 punk Shelley fish along with the shells that you need to get your colony started. So that's just one thing. We'll give you a little sneak peek of some of the stuff to come tomorrow night, but that's what Daniken will have. And then there might be a really cool new line of guppies we have. I have a pair of those that will be going out. So won't tell you which ones, but it'd be worth your time to be there. Anyway, guys, as always, love your fish. This is Kenny E. and my buds. What do you all want to say before we head out?
Thank you, Kenny. Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day, guys.